Hi, I just wanted to do a quick extension video on how to display demographics using Tinkercad model and bringing it into CoSpaces. So you can see here we have the Canada map, and I'll just link this below in the tutorial. Now what we want to do is we want to visually represent perhaps something, let's say immigration into Canada. So what I did here, as you can see on my other tab up here, I have a distribution of recent immigration, 2011 to 2016, and it has percentages for each province. So we're just going to do, let's just do these three for now so you get the idea. So in Tinkercad, what we're going to do first of all is I'm just going to highlight, click, just left click on my mouse and use the bounding box to highlight my entire model so it's all covered. And I'm going to click on this little white box on the top, and I'm going to lower my model to 0. Now you can see it's not actually 0, it's 0.01, but that's good enough for what we want to do. So I'm just going to click off, then I'm going to click on British Columbia, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to my immigration map here. So it says 14.5%. So I'm just going to head down here to that little white dot on the top and type in 14.5, which will raise BC up. And what else do we have? 17.1 and 4%. So let's put those in. Let's try 17.1 and 4%. So click on next province over and 4. Okay, so you can see that now there is a visual representation of that immigration model, and I continue to do that through all of these provinces. I won't do that for this demonstration, but I think you get the idea. So basically what I want to do now is once I've got all the provinces completed, let's just pretend I have them all done, I'm going to use my bounding box again, and I'm going to, having trouble with my bounding box here, and highlight all of my model, so it's completely highlighted. I'm going to click on export, and I'm not going to export it as an STL because I'll lose all my colors. So I'm going to export it as a .obj file, and I'll show you how that works. So the obj file will keep the colors, and you can bring that into Tinkercad. So it comes up as a zip file right here, canada.zip, and I generally, now let's move this off to the right, save my files to my desktop. Now there it is right there, canada.zip file right there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to double click that zip file, and it should just take a second to open up, hopefully just a second. And I'm just going to remove the old zip file and toss it in the trash there. You can see there is my file folder. I'm going to double click on that file folder, and inside that file folder there are 2 files. Now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring that over to the corner. I'm going to click on this, click on CoSpaces, and here was our map that we were looking at before. And I am going to highlight both of those models. I think I'm having trouble with my ability to highlight today. Okay, and then I'm just going to drag that in to my CoSpaces, and I'm just going to release it and let it upload the model here. So let's take a second, hopefully, to do that. Now it's not going to come in quite as fast as your STL files because it's dealing with an OBJ file and an MTL file, so it could take a little bit longer. So I'm going to click on Got It, and you can see it's way down here, and I'm just going to grab it. And the interesting thing is when you bring OBJ file in, it actually brings it in on a different rotation. I think it changes the Z axis, so it's going to be sideways. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to click that rotation button, and I think I'll rotate it that way, 90 degrees, and then I'm just going to rotate it this way. Oops, I have a little trouble rotating here. I think I'll leave it at 0, and I'll just rotate my camera position. I'm just going to grab that little blue right there, and I'm just going to rotate that, and then I'm going to grab the green one and rotate it that way. Oops, do I have it? I think it's actually brought it in upside down too. So let's just let's flip our whole model around. So this could take a little while to get your model correct. Sorry, I didn't rotate that probably the best direction, but you get the idea. And then you can see once I bring it in, my entire model of Canada is here, which is pretty cool. So that's my demographic model. Now, I can do a lot of things with this. You know, maybe I could have it up in the corner right here and it could appear, and I could put some information above that. I mean, coding it, there's so many options, so many things you can do with it. I just wanted to show you how you could bring it into GoSpaces. So hopefully this tutorial has been useful and you can use it in your presentation. Thank you.